covered some shit with Primo. It's big up DJ Premier. He got honored awards. So we just try to be where the events are, you know what I mean? And cover shit that people ain't really covering.
Right.
Like we all know about the drama that's going on with artists and shit like that. We can't get enough of that shit. You know what I mean? We can't escape that. But there's so much other stuff that's going on, you know what I mean? So.
Speaking of Primo getting honored, I know BootCamp just recently got honored at the VH1 Awards. How was that?
Yeah, I mean, shit, man, about time, man. Like, sometimes it be seeming like dudes forget about us, man. Like, yo, don't count us out. Like, the 90s was a great era, you know? So for us, it's like, that's where we put it down. And like, what's real is, like, a lot of artists, you know, feed off our input, like our contributions to the game, as we feed off a lot of artists' contributions to the game. That's one thing that make hip hop great. Like, we don't bite off each other, but we kind of borrow. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's great like that. But you see how the shit done morphed into something different. You know
what I'm saying? So like, man, you've pretty much been busy co-hosting a TV show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Touring
crazy.
Recording, like. What's this latest project you've been working on?
Well, I got this I like to call street album called it's called Hot Style Takeover, and it's basically based on the energy that the game gives you, right? It's like everybody says, I want to bring hip hop back, I want to do this, blah, 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 but they not really making no serious contribution. The only thing they're doing is just like browbeating the next person for doing what he's doing. So I'm kind of basically in lyrical form over certain beats. It's like I'm taking dudes' beats, you know what I'm saying, and I'm putting it in a position where I'm like, yeah, I'm showing the irony in certain things. You know what I mean? The things that we think are valuable, like a lot of like material wealth. I'm showing the irony in that lyrically, and I got, you know, family members on there. I got Rusty Jooks on there. He's a freaking shark. I got Supreme the Elohim on there, another shark. I got big Rock man. Who else I got on there? I got 5FT on there.
Just with 5 at Puerto Rican Bwoy.
Yeah. See,
I'm
glad that he, you know, he's home. I'm glad that I got him on my mixtape. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, yo, our family need to fuck with each other, man. And it's like, that's what that CD is about. Like, it's my version of basically taking over, or a corporate takeover. You know what I mean? Like a remake of my vision or blueprint of how we're gonna just strong arm and make this shit right.
So is this your first solo mixtape?
Nah, actually, I got solo. This is my second. I did a mix CD called America's Nightmare.
America's Nightmare?
Yeah, and that was kind of ill, because what I did was I took those beats. This was the first time I did it, because I was never really with rhyming over somebody else's track, and you know, and I did this in my basement, 7-day theory, but I did it in 3 days.
What?
You know what I mean? And yeah, I had my little studio, all digital shit. So you know, I was just so hungry, and I was just so angry, and fucking fed up. You know what I mean? With everything, and I put it all into that motherfucking CD.
What was going on in your life at the time?
I felt like I was like stagnant. You know, I wasn't doing a lot of shows. I mean, I was just home a lot. But I had music, and I wasn't really taking advantage of that, because I'm not a producer, but I taught myself how to make beats. You know, taught myself how to engineer in the studio. But maybe that was the lesson I was supposed to get. But at the time, I was frustrated like a motherfucker. I wanted to do shit. I ain't have money. I couldn't drink Hennessy every day. I was drinking Steel Reserves and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was buying like 211s. You know what I'm saying? I was madder than a motherfucker, man. I was just frustrated. I had to deal with that shit though. But I was in the park, working out in my backyard. I ain't had no money, so I couldn't even walk the block. You know what I mean? I had a ride, and my ride was parked up. I worked it out though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I noticed you said 7-day theory. Break down like the science behind that, what that means.
Well, 7-day theory, I mean like you know, this is just something that I call it that. It's not an official term. I call it that because when we was fucking with Tupac. We stayed down there for about 7 days. 7 days. And as soon as we landed, we went right to the studio.
Right to the studio?
Right to the studio. They picked us up in a limousine. We went right to the studio. Dude was already in there making a song. You know what I'm saying? And he was outside to greet us and shit. Snoop was outside. And Snoop and Buckshot rocking each other. And, a lot of people got love for Buck. It's good in the industry. Love and respect his work and shit. Which is great. You know? So when we got there, it was just immediate love. You know, we went right into the spot, doing things that we like to do. You know what I mean? It was right to it. So we did that shit every day. Every day. It was like probably one day where we ain't go to the studio. And then, you know, other things happened, but it was a work ethic. And he mentioned something like, you know, if you rap, write your fucking rhymes. You know what I mean? It shouldn't take you all day to do your shit. If you really love it, you enjoy it, write a rhyme. Like, if you don't like it, change the verse. You know what I'm saying? Come back later. Leave the shit. Don't be sitting in the studio all day long because you start getting tired. Leave that shit for the motherfuckers who gotta mix and producers who need to tweak the beats and all that. Get your level sound. Other than that, you know what I mean? You do that shit and bang it out. You know what I'm saying? So I would sit in the crib and pick these beats. But at the time, I was engineering. Like, I was selling studio time.
Alright.
You know what I mean? I was hustling.
Engineering for real?
Yeah, I was selling studio time. The dudes was coming through, you know what I mean, passing the word. I was engineering. I built a little, when you ain't got shit to do, you just get creative like a motherfucker. I built a booth, like a booth inside my room, you know what I mean? I was knocking, I got a crib, you know what I mean, a house out in Jamaica, Queens. I knock walls down, I do whatever the fuck I want to do, like put sheetrock, build a stage in the basement, do all kind of stupid shit. You know what I mean? Just to make motherfuckers get that vibe of the studio, just trying to turn that shit up then. And this was before Bucktown USA Entertainment got incorporated. That's when I met Sin. Like, she brought me into the whole corporate shit. And we could fucking each other like that. So.
Where, what song were y'all recording where it's you, Pac, and Tech? And then y'all like, you know what I'm saying, Tech spitting the verse and you keep jumping in and saying like the ad-libs and the ad-libs and Pac like in the back. Well, what song was that y'all was recording?
I don't know, man, because it was like that like every you know what I mean?
It was in the movie, you seen it, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I had like some type of reggae hat on.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's like, shit, man. It was like that. It was, the studio was fun. And sometimes, you know, like, at first it was kind of weird because you didn't know what the environment was going to be. I love Tupac, man. I'm starstruck like a motherfucker. I'm like, damn, it's Tupac. Word. So I can do more crime. See my brethren down the block, rising up out the spot, puffing meth in the hood. And at the same time, you know, I was Daz too. I'm like, damn, this Daz Dillinger. I'm with these niggas. Damn, it's the Outlaw. I'm with these dudes. We with these dudes. You know what I mean? So it's pressure at the same time. It's like you look up to these cats and you just want to do the best. And so, you know, but at the same time, you gotta be mindful. Like, it's a turbulent time right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The whole shit was going down.
It's like, yo, we had fun, man. We had fun. I met Joell. I had fun, man. I had a ball, man. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it, and we did work.
Right.
I mean, like, sometimes when you be here, you forget that you're supposed to enjoy the shit. But it is work. You're not supposed to all have fun and games. Like, we smoke weed, we drink liquor, but we did.
Y'all was actually getting shit done. Where's that album?
Man, that shit is scattered, man. That shit is scattered all across the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, one song came out, they remixed the beat, and it came out on one of his albums. We actually just did a song. They're doing a Tupac duets.
Right.
Album is supposed to be coming out.
That song's on Better Days, right?
Better Days.
It was on Better Days, the double disc.
Double disc, yeah. Yeah, I believe so.